Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, there was a young being of light, and she was very curious and spent a lot of time paying attention, asking questions, mm, sticking her nose in places that she really didn't belong. And in those spaces, she found information that was shocking, that was problematic, that led her to ask more questions, led her to accept that everything was not as it seemed. And as a being of light, she had spent her eternity celebrating and rejoicing and honoring the light. And in that light space, she suddenly discovered that there were beings there that were not doing light things. They were not becoming the light. They were not part of the light. In fact, they were doing the opposite of the light. They were allowing themselves to do things that were anti authentic for them, that were not authentic for them at all, but instead that were challenging, that were tumultuous, that were problematic. And in that problematic experience, what this little being of light discovered is that that is where the negativity comes in. That's where the darkness comes in. That's where the less than honorable comes in. That is where not light resides. And so, in those hidden corners and spaces and places of not light, there were hatched many schemes and plans that were available to those that were choosing not the light.